I am Tony Parker from the San Antonio Spurs.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers.
I'm Nick Young. I'm tuned in to Kicks on Court.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Kicks on Court Weekly Recap. I'm your host George Kill, and on today's show we discuss everything that happened on court in the first full week of 2014. Plus we introduce our brand new review report segment for the month of January, and for the first time Kevin Durant sheds light on the upcoming Nike KD6 Elite. But first, let's check out the Kicks on Court happenings on the West Coast. Derek Williams brought out the extremely limited MLK edition of the Kobe 4. Jeremy Lin played his first game as an Adidas athlete in the Crazy Light 3, while Kendall Marshall broke out the Air Jordan 28 SE Flight Before Christmas 10 days after Christmas. Nick Young continued his debuts of the Prelude pack with the Kobe 2, PJ Tucker wore the Prelude 3, and Timothy Mozgov sported the Huarache 2K5. We also spotted Jason Thompson in a new KD6 ID and Kevin Durant dropping 48 points in a new KD6 of his own. The KD6 has been the most popular shoe amongst NBA players this season. At least one player on 18 of the 30 NBA teams has worn the KD6 in either general release or Nike ID form. Now, we're not the only ones keeping track of the multitude of KD6s on court. Actually, Durant himself has been noticing it all.
Joe Jack, Solid Hill from Indiana. Patty Mills, he has black jeans. Good job with bunch of guys I've seen what's the challenge I've seen Jason Thompson wore some chrome joints. I mean, it's surreal to have
Durant also touched on his upcoming playoff shoe, the KD6 Elite.
Full max bag at the bottom, sort of like how LeBron's usually have it. The same shoe, just with full max bag. So it's like almost like an Air Max. Yeah.
Well, we showed you the Kicks on Court happenings earlier on the West Coast. Let's now take a look at the top Kicks on Court from the East Coast. Avery Bradley and Iman Shumpert shared the spotlight in metallic gold Adidas Crazy Ones. Phil Pressey matched Celtics green with the Sonic Wave Zoom Flight 98, while his teammate Jordan Crawford played in the EA Sports Nike Air Trainer Max 94. Joe Johnson and many others took to the court in the Taxi Air Jordan 12s this week, and Amir Johnson shelved his Kobe 8 for the Oreo Air Jordan 5. Customs were our main focus in November, and we introduced our viewpoint segment for the month of December. For January, we take a look at some of my favorite performance basketball shoes of last year by way of our review report. Throughout January, we'll publish a full detailed wear test review on the site each Thursday and follow it up with a quick synopsis highlighting who wears the shoe, its release info, and 3 main points about its performance in the show. This week, we head to the hardwood with the Jordan CP37. Okay guys, as you all know, the Jordan CP37 is Chris Paul's 7th signature shoe, and it first released this past October right before the season began for 125. It's currently worn by Chris Paul, of course, DJ Augustine, and a host of college basketball players from UNC, Georgetown, and a few other schools. As expected, the CP37 performed well in the traction department. If you had the opportunity to play in any of his previous sneakers, they've always been reliable in regards to traction. Jordan Brand once again went with a herringbone pattern, and the rubber on the shoe is extremely grippy. In fact, it has more grip than the CP36, which I thought had great traction. So when making cuts or changing directions, you have that ability to do so without slippage and without losing seconds. I really enjoyed the cut of this shoe as well. It's basically in between a low top and a high top, which provides a nice locked-in feel around the ankle area. When it comes to performance shoes, I'm really into low-cut sneakers because your foot seems to have a freer range of motion. But the CP37 provided me with the same feeling, although it's constructed more as a 3/4 cut. The new Podulite technology is super responsive and cushioned, even more than the Podulon they've been using in CP shoes, especially right under the ball of your foot where the zoom bag is located. There's definitely a sense of compression when your foot strikes the ground. My only problem here is it took about a week of break-in time for me to feel that sense of responsiveness, so it's not ready fresh out of the box in my opinion, but once you get over that, it'll be a go-to shoe for you. Now to get a full detailed review of the Jordan CP37, check out the website now. Also, if you've had the opportunity to play in this shoe, let us know in the comment section below how you feel about the cushioning, the breathability, or anything else that intrigued you. Now I know a lot of you aren't just playing in the CP37, so it's now time to check out my Fave 5 of your Kicks on Court. Keegan Fish wore the gray Adidas Crazy 8, C-Zeric12345 laced up the True Blue Air Jordan 3 to give him a double shout out for his socks. John JDM opted to go with the Air Jordan 28 SE. The gray Kevin 26 laced up the Christmas Kobe 8. And coming in at number 1 is My Shoe Life with the Nike Air Zoom Flight 95. Remember, on either Instagram or Twitter, upload a pic with the hashtag kicksoncourt and a mention of Nice Kicks and or GEOK3 to be featured on the Fade 5 each and every week. Well, as always, thank you guys for tuning in each and every Friday for your Kicks on Court news here. Also, don't forget to share your experiences with the Jordan CP37 in the comment section below. I'm your host, George Kill, and before we close, check out our Heat's highlight of the week. Blake Griffin and his Superfly 2 PEs collide with Chris Humphries in midair. Dunk or nah?
Hands of Blake Griffin. I think they need to play through Blake. Griffin looks. Gets it back. Slam dunk! What a play over Humphries! Welcome to my poster! Wow! Out of nowhere! I mean, out of nowhere! He's too far out! His hand never touches the rim!